Rakai? Question.
Yo.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
Hey,
Don't answer the test. It's a test, Rakai. Have you learned nothing? Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Take his mic. Take his mic. What? Well, yeah. No. He's learned his lesson. He's not allowed to answer that. All right. Extra, Emily.
For centuries, this has been the issue, that white people falsely believe that they're superior to everyone who's not white. They believe they're superior to anyone who's black, Asian, Latino, non-Christian, and the list goes on. And I'm not saying it's all white individuals, but white people believe falsely that they are smarter than everyone. What's the reason? Because they're white. Here's an example. If you don't speak clear English, you're not smart. If you speak English with an accent, you're not smart. If you don't know English, you're not smart. That's a determination that white people think. Smartness is not about the language or if you have an accent. It's about how much we feed our minds. But white people want to be superior. They can't stand to be inferior or to even have that just a little bit of that feeling, that inkling. So what happens? When they go into a Mexican restaurant, it's so all the time happening. Taco, is that how you say it? Taco. Gracias, is that how you say it? They instinctively know, white individuals, that they are in a restaurant or an environment where they're not superior. So rather than to feel that inferiority, they rather just make a fun of it and just kind of try to, make a joke of it so that it doesn't make them feel as bad, or that the individuals will try to, they're trying to do this, where it's, no, you entered into an environment that you're not smarter. You entered into an environment based upon your own standards that you're not superior. Now, it doesn't stop there though. Because when you bring up slavery, all of a sudden white individuals are like, whoa, stop. We can't handle that because you're making us feel shameful. You're making us feel inferior. Well, the reason why you're feeling shameful and inferior is your ancestors, your white ancestors that committed sin. Yes, sin. By beating their fellow human beings, raping their fellow human beings, feeding their dogs, using a fellow human being as food, and horrible stuff. But you don't want to be reminded about that. So when you hear the word reparations, again, reparations make you feel what? Inferior, shameful. Blame your ancestors for your sins that you feel. Blame your ancestors for your inferiority. Blame your ancestors for when you feel shame. This is why that white individuals don't like to talk about slavery. They don't like to talk about DEI. They don't like to talk about the fact that when they immigrated here to the Americas, that they murdered millions of Native Americans and indigenous groups. So whiteness is all they care about. For some reason saying, well, I'm white. So we see this in what I call the triple K, the KKK. Those people that why do they wear a mask and say that they're white? But they wear a mask because of shame and inferiority. When you see these people going throughout and they're going like we're in Ohio and they had a Nazi flag and all black, they covered their faces. Why? Shame and inferiority. When you see ICE, these individuals, they're like, well, I want to cover my face. I don't want you to know that I'm the one arresting you. But if I pulled you on the side of the road for running a red light, I'd show you my face. Shame and inferiority. You're white, and when you feel that way, it's not the fault of everyone who's not white. It is the fault of your ancestors.